This story says that Donald Trump wants to abolish and get rid of quarterly reports for companies on Wall Street, to instead do it once every 6 months instead. And I'm thinking, my gosh, that is ripe for even hiding more felonious activities through the Securities and Exchange Commission. And so because of the 2017 tax cuts, then that meant those of us who are in the gig economy were no longer able to itemize and then count the things that we were doing off of our business that we're doing with the internet and gig economy. We were not able to write anything off anymore as a itemizing and getting any type of tax break for it. So that would mean, like, for Uber drivers, the wear and tear on their car, because that was something that the tax woman was always asking me. H&R Block, even as an individual person, every year she would say, do you have any gas expenses? And I said no, which I didn't. But Uber people who do Uber Eats and they drive a lot and they use their car, they're going to have expenses that they would have been able to write off of their taxes. But because of the 2017 tax cuts, that took that away from me as a gig worker on YouTube, because I was able to get computers, when they went bad, and the ones I would buy from China went bad really, really fast. They didn't last very long, and they were cheaply made. And so but then they tended to stretch it over, I can't remember what they called it, they had a depreciated value that they would stretch it over many years for depreciated value, which I think is kind of funny, because like with a house, there's this anticipation of a profit, but yet there's a depreciated value on your taxes. And then with capital gains, they get dollar for dollar, but you don't get dollar for dollar with itemizing. When you have a gig economy and self-employment job, you don't get dollar for dollar. And so, I don't know, there's just a lot of things that don't add up, and it seems like it's favored towards the big business, the big corporations that have CEOs and their golden parachute payments to the CEO.